Welcome back to the show, everybody. Check out these headlines we have for you here. Somebody's going to jail, and they deserve it. We're going to show it to you. Amicus brief filings in the Coinbase case. It's going to stagger you. John Deaton has changed it all, ladies and gentlemen. Ripple gets a new central bank. We're going to take a look at it. Another congressman proves to be a turncoat. Time to vote him out. XRP designed to save the world from its own demise. Make no mistake, I'm going to show you evidence today that there is a global paradigm shift. The greatest financial paradigm shift in the history of mankind is well underway. Somebody roll that beautiful intro.
Digital Perspectives with Brad Kimes. Come on in.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. You can follow us on Twitter and YouTube for exclusive content. Right now, $1.22 trillion market cap for crypto. The market is up 0.2%. Good morning, everybody. 29,400 for Bitcoin, 1,800 plus for Ethereum. Tether market cap, 83.3 billion plus right now. It's dropped quite a bit in the last 24 hours. But let's take a look at this right here. We see XRP is at 63 cents. We are at the number 5 spot. We are off by 0.2% on the 24-hour and up 0.5% in the 7-day. Let's take a look at this. If you haven't done it, look at these numbers, ladies and gentlemen. The growth of Link 2 for private equity investment has been unparalleled by any other company in the space. No question. Bar none. That should tell you the quality of products, the quality of company, and the quality of people in it. No doubt about it. Now over 200,000 registered users, over 257 million total investments, and 42 different amazing companies. If you're an accredited investor, click the link and get private equity before it runs out. If you're not accredited and need to know what you need to do, click the link and start that journey. If you're wanting to get your financial literacy together, join the Digital Perspective Mastermind group. Click that link underneath the video for a free 3-day trial of that group. You will not be sorry that you did. There's amazing things happening inside of that group. Well, looky here. Perry Boring says it's about time, and it sure is. Shout out to her and all the amazing work she's doing over there with the crew at the Chamber of Digital Commerce. Yes, indeedy. Breaking: Sam Bankman-Fried's bail has been revoked and he is going to jail. And in fact, as of right now, he's in jail. And this is exactly where he should have been the whole entire time. But we got to give a shout out to Chamber of Digital Commerce because, again, Perry Boring, Cody Carbone, and everybody over there doing all the amazing work on Capitol Hill to really shine a light on what needs to happen to crypto. Take a listen to this quick clip from Cody Carbone filing the amicus brief in the Coinbase case, support of Coinbase to dismiss what the complaint is by the SEC.
What's up, everyone? Cody Carbone here from the Chamber of Digital Commerce, and I'm here to tell you that today we have filed an amicus brief in the matter of SEC v. Coinbase. Why was it important for us to file this brief? Well, the SEC has continued through arbitrary enforcement actions to try to regulate the entire digital asset industry without delegated authority from Congress. We argue in our brief that this is a violation of the Constitution's major question doctrine.
You're damn right it is. Go on, Cody, with your bad self. No doubt about it. Shout out to you and Perry Ann again and everybody at the Chamber of Digital Commerce for all that you do. No question. It does not stop there, ladies and gentlemen. Jake Chervinsky now from the Blockchain Association also filing an amicus brief in support of Coinbase against the SEC as well. And you won't believe who's next. And shout out to Jake for all they're doing and the whole team over there at Blockchain Association. Oh, it keeps building, ladies and gentlemen. Look who's done it now. Yeah, shout out to Better Lawman. He caught it. Senator Cynthia Lummis just filed an amicus brief supporting Coinbase's motion to dismiss the SEC's complaint as well. As we know, Senator Lummis is co-sponsor of the Lummis-Gillibrand crypto regulation bill. Senator Lummis argues briefs that basically says Congress has not granted the SEC authority to regulate crypto assets. This is coming from a senator, ladies and gentlemen. Defining the contours of crypto regulation in this country is a job for Congress and not the SEC. Wow, how about this? The SEC's claim that virtually all crypto assets or securities exceeds the SEC's authority, encroaches on Congress's lawmaking, and contravenes the separation of powers. Come on in. Damn, Cynthia, bring it. And putting a new spin on regulation by enforcement term, Senator Lummis, I guess I probably should say it, declares that the SEC cannot legislate by enforcement. Excellent work by the lawyers, Jenner and Block. Well said, well done. Shout out to Metal Lawman for sharing this. Shout out to Senator Cynthia Lummis, who I've disagreed with on some points about her own legislation. But this is the right move. And this should have been going on a long time ago. But listen, none of this happens if it isn't for John Deaton. Meta Lawman's the one that brought that up and made that point, and he's absolutely accurate here, and he was so spot on because look at what's happening now. Amicus briefs are the new way to fight the crypto cases, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to prove decentralization, you want to be able to prove that there is a different way to see all of this innovation and technology. The only way to do it is not between party A and party B, plaintiff and defendant. You need amicus briefs to come in and file this. And John Deaton has been the ice cutter to make that happen. He has forevermore changed the way crypto cases will be fought. Oh boy, here we go. This here, I tell you, is a Twitter space. Congressman Warren Davidson. Shout out to DAI for this one. He finally says it. The same congressman who never called for an investigation of ETHgate corruption, despite all the video evidence and timelines, is now calling Ripple evil after the SEC victory. Wow. Take a listen here.
Not only is there this token XRP, here's what we, Ripple, can do for you. And the creepy thing that I don't like about Ripple personally is that they're helping governments develop central bank digital currencies, which is evil. But that's part of the pitch that they're doing, right? So that's why it does look like, well, it looks like a certain amount of control being exerted by Ripple over how XRP can even function as a token within what Ripple's really trying to develop for the institutional investor. So the pitch deck really was different for them. And, you know, that made sense to me.
Okay, well, let's stop right there, okay? Because first of all, I apologize, I had to play it, but for anyone having heard it, we're all dumber for having heard that, right? That's just the reality of the way it goes. First of all, Ripple isn't creating the CBDCs. Ripple has created a technology that can isolate the CBDCs to their respective countries. That's why XRP is a bridge asset, dum-dum, right? Actually, what they've come up with helps make sure that we don't have to suffer the controls of a central bank digital currency from country to country because we could use XRP, right? That's number one. Number two, you know, this guy never brought one flashlight, not one candle, not one birthday candle, piece of light to the idea of the level of corruption of ETHgate. And in fact, I heard him at different points argue that it was an example of exemplary behavior of how to behave in this space. And we all know that Ethereum was an unregistered ICO. You know, this is where we have the power. Let's show him how much power we have. And let's have all the constituents in his region, next time he comes up for a vote, vote his ass out. Meanwhile, Ripple, leading blockchain firm, is reportedly in talks with Reserve Bank of New Zealand for development of central bank digital currency on the XRP ledger. Again, New Zealand can do whatever they want with their central bank digital currency. Thank goodness if they put it on the XRP ledger, you could use XRP as a bridge asset so you don't have to be beholden to whatever bad ideas they may or may not come up with about that central bank digital currency. This guy is showing a few things when he makes those remarks. He's showing, for one, that he's inside the Ethereum camp and he doesn't care that they violated all kinds of rules and laws to launch Ethereum. He sounds like a paid shill to me. That's what he sounds like to me. And let's look at the bigger, broader picture here, because you're not changing where the world is going. So you better be able to adapt and put some kind of technology in place that can keep the world in check. Remember, the global debt data sharing platform that the G20 is now talking about seems to align with also the unified ledger the BIS talks about. In other words, a decentralized exchange that can operate as a global debt data sharing platform. And I think the XRP token can work as a bridge asset on that decentralized exchange, the XRP ledger, with the complement of ILP, Interledger Protocol, and the help of all the Ripple partners that are on RippleNet and using ODL as liquidity providers and market participants. Isn't that how it goes? Take a listen to this real quick.
I would like to make 3 specific suggestions in this context. First, it's essential that debt sustainability analysis for countries is realistic on growth, and fiscal projections are fully founded on accurate and comprehensive debt data. A global debt data sharing platform can help in this regard. Establishing such a platform could be very challenging and may take several years. In the interregnum, therefore, we may examine the possibility of constructing suitable proxies for debt flows. Such proxies may be derived from data on capital flows and locational banking statistics from sources such as the Institute of International Finance, IIF, and the Bank for International Settlements, that is.
And there you have it, saying basically there's 2 referees we would trust as proxies to make sure that all of those flows are accurate numbers and accounts going on to a unified ledger or a global debt data sharing platform. Look, I don't know, and obviously I'm biased. I've been in this space a long time. Am I speculating that XRP plays a role in this? Yes, I'm not only speculating, I'm praying that it has a role in this, because I don't want to be holding to nothing but central bank digital currencies in the world. I don't like central bank digital currencies. That's not a bad statement. That's just acknowledging the truth. Look at what China has chosen to do with a CBDC. I don't want that for us. I don't even want it for the people in China. But the reality is the countries are going to do what they're going to do, right? That's what the deal is. So what we need to do is to grab the best technology that can absolutely mitigate the actual downside to this innovation. We all know that there's a dark side to this 4th industrial revolution. But I think that we all understand that XRP can play a role in mitigating that dark side. At least that's how I see it. Then look right here. And this is another reason I think old Warren Davidson probably doesn't like Ripple. He's probably got a few banking donors himself. I wonder what the lobby money list says. I haven't had a chance to look at it. But nothing explains why Ripple and XRP has been under coordinated vicious attack for the last few years better than this image from their own commercial. With the XRP, a transfer can circumvent the correspondent banking system, JP Morgan, the cities of the world, with its charges. How about this? Look at this. The chain of what you would normally have in the current flow of the traditional system of money. XRP, boom, you cut it off. Friction lost. Right? There it is. So now I'm wondering, is Warren Davidson just sharing his personal opinion about Ripple, thinking they're evil? Or is Warren Davidson, as a congressman, trying to represent the interest of JP Morgan and other traditional legacy firms that are the gatekeepers to payments? And right here, shout out to the one and only CKJ Crypto News right here for sharing this clip. XRP, the next global currency? I think so. And you know what? Again, if the world is allowed to hold it and we're allowed to hold it and use it, what's the problem? What the problem is? Take a listen to what Brad Garlinghouse defines Ripple as.
So when I think about the presentation we just saw on what is blockchain, at the end of the day, I think about blockchain as something that can enable two parties to transact without a central counterparty. I've gotten the question before of, is Ripple a blockchain company? Is Ripple a crypto company? What is Ripple? And I've said, no, Ripple's a payments company. We're solving a payments problem. We happen to use blockchain technologies. We happen to use a digital asset to solve that problem. But at its core, Ripple is selling solutions to banks, to financial institutions, to payment providers globally that enables them to transact with much lower cost, much faster, and to improve, I'll just generically for now, we go deeper later, but around how liquidity is managed, how cross-border transactions are managed. So,
and there you have it right there. And with that being said, let's turn our eyes on to where we currently are right now. I'm not going to play this clip because it's long, so I may choose to take sections out of it at another time. But what I want to share with you is, this is obviously Andy Schectman. You need to give him a follow at Miles Franklin Company, I believe it is, on Twitter. And X, I should say now. But he obviously a great mind on this guy. I tell you, this guy knows a lot about what's going on. And I happen to align with a lot of the things that he's saying here. And he's talking about, the fact is that all eyes should be on BRICS, as it can grow to 85% of the global population by the level of countries that are looking to now join BRICS. We know that there is a summit that is just 10 days away in South Africa right now for the BRICS coalition. And as I have said before, Andy, I was even aware of Andy's position here. Saudi Arabia joining BRICS is the big signal that really signals the greatest financial paradigm shift in the history of mankind, and that it is well underway. There is no way that XRP, in my mind, does not play a role in this paradigm shift that we are watching happen before our eyes. Don't believe it, it's still true. Not financial advice from me or anyone else, but when you have 85% of the global population, or even half, which they're almost at now, and over half of the world's natural resources, you got a real conversation here, ladies and gentlemen, and it is not to be taken lightly. And the only thing I can see that can help to mitigate that big global tectonic shift in the financial system on a geopolitical stage is to have XRP play a role as a bridge currency to all of these central bank digital currencies. And hopefully the United States figures it out that we don't need a CBDC on the retail level. We could use stable coins regulated and held to a heightened prudential to ensure that every person using it has the rights of the U.S. Constitution while doing so. Not financial advice from me or anyone else. It's just my digital perspectives. I'll catch all of you on the next one.